too. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Say I feel. Today's a hard day for me. Tucker's resting comfortably. He slipped, twisted his back a weird kind of way. I don't know. It was at breakfast day. I always tell him keep out of the kitchen because I don't have rugs in there, and I see the potentials. And it was anyway. So now things are different. He's not walking around. He's not getting around. I gotta take him outside. I gotta carry him. He sat up to eat dinner though, so that was good. I'm gonna give it a couple days, and it's just it's so hard for me not to get angry because I just want to take my dog to the vet, and because the whole fucking world is shut down because of a virus with the 95% recovery rate is shut up the whole world. It's just stupid, dude. It's just for a year. People can't do what they need to do. I tried to get everything is just ridiculous. I'm trying to get the title changed, the title for my fucking minivan. Everything's done online. You go online to frickin' Arizona's DMV, what happens? You create an account, put in all your stuff, and it puts you in a loop. That's the thing. Is that you can't direct people to online if your online shit don't work and nobody's answering any phones. You know, I've always had a hard time in this world. Because I just wanted to have fun. Hang out with my mom, my dogs. Just have fun. And fucking human beings ruin everything. Scared human beings, people in fear. I'm so sick of them. I don't even want to know them. I hope they all unfriend me. A lot of them have. People that have acted like they're your friends for years and years, and that's just the thing. A lie's a lie's a lie. I never said I liked people when I didn't. I never had a propensity to say things that weren't true. And why? How I ended up on a fucking planet surrounded by a bunch of mental midgets that care more about fucking sticking their private parts and on stuff and chasing sensations and freaking getting drunk and freaking taking dope and just doing whatever they can not to live in the present moment. It ruins it for the rest of us. Let people like me. Straight up ruins it. I'm sick of it, and there's nothing I can do because you can't get mad. No, you can't get mad. You can't lash out. You can't scream. You can't yell. Because then the frickin' psycho. But see, that's the thing. Is this country is run by narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths. They don't have emotions. They are in the positions they're in because they don't feel. And then they get that power. Oh, I can do this and I can do that. Ooh, they get a taste of that power. I used to talk about how dogs, if they got a taste of blood, it would turn the dog. I don't believe in that. Never believed it myself. I think people that say it, I think it's because the people do it. Once people get a taste of blood, then they start turning on people. Because if more than 50.1% of society didn't suck, this world wouldn't be like this. We all have to take our own part of accountability. I'm so sick. I can't even go into chat rooms in like these spiritual places because it's more of the fucking same. More lip service, you know. I'm afraid real bad stuff is going to have to happen before people start really waking up. Because people don't really become better people unless they're under extreme circumstances. And quite frankly, I'm fucking tired of being under extreme circumstances, man. I just want my dog to be okay. He might not be. I don't know. It's still too soon to say. So, I just have to go on, you know, and be in the present moment. It's not, dude, I don't handle stress. I don't handle stress the way I used to be. My ability to handle, I could suck some shit up. And now I'm just like, this isn't fun. This isn't fun. I just want to have fun and I'm not having any fun. I don't make plans anymore. I don't make plans anymore because God laughed at me. So now I got skittish. I got a little gun shy. And I'm tired, I can't even find solace in astrology today because it's just more of it saying it's just more shit. It's just more shit's coming because people have a chance to step in their spirit, but no, they just rather live in their ego. It's just what they'd rather do. What? What? Is the cat bothering you? The cat's asleep right here. You guys just chill out. Just relax, man. I just don't handle stress. And maybe if I had I got people that send me messages and stuff like that, and that makes me feel good. It does. It doesn't make me feel as good as it does if I had somebody here just give me a hug and say, Marge, it'll be okay. I'm tired of having to tell myself that it'll be okay, Marge. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Does anybody feel like that just life is just throwing shit at you? Whether it's demonic, evil, demon, whatever, dude. Shit happens, dude. It's hard to do stuff by yourself. So I would recommend that people find their tribe. I don't know if I even have one, honestly. I'm sure, I'm kind of over it. All of that. I see all these spiritualists with their classes and their, opportunities and stuff like that. Then I go and I look at their website and I see how much they charge, and I'm just like, well, shit, good thing I do my talks, And I'm completely transparent, and I know that when I go through these hard times, that it passes, dude. This is just energy. This is a fine example of how energy is and density works. I'm just not as good at it as I used to be. Then I feel like I let Mom down. Just hard. I'm ready for more good stuff. It was a really pretty day today. Muddy yard. The weather was really pretty. I got something in the mail. I don't know who it came from because nobody said that they sent it. But it's really cool. It plugs into USB. It didn't come with the regular. It's my production, my lighting. I could do this one too, but whoever sent it, thank you. I appreciate it. I love getting loot. That makes me feel good. It's a blue moon. God bless you, Mom. How are you feeling, Mom? Makes the lighting weird. What do you think of the light? Minute. It's cool. I like it. Anyway, so I'm an Aries sun, Cancer rising, Scorpio moon. I cry a lot. I yell. I'm full spectrum. We all are. I don't consider myself, Mom, I'm not a violent person or anything like that. Sometimes I think I get mean and I don't want to ever be mean. I heard Jessie talking. When Jessie was talking on her I can't remember. I was listening to one of them. She was talking about people that are in pain all the time. Are always in physical pain, emotional pain. I can handle emotional pain a lot easier. But when my body flares, then I got a hard time handling the emotional part of it. There's always positive ways to do that. I did not meditate today. I did not meditate. I did lay quiet. I did do that. I did not meditate today. It's just sometimes the energies just are not conducive, and I'm just not gonna. So, I'm not real excited about the freaking bullshit that happens this weekend. I just, because they do all, it's just a ritual weekend. And not enough people are figuring it out because people are still going to fill the stadium and people are still going to watch. Things are still going to go on as they were. You know? Anyway, let's see who's in the talking room. Such a big baby. Hi, Quincy Swint. I see in frequency, too. I see in frequency, and I did it more. I always kind of did, but ever since I looked at the eclipse, when I lived in Salem, that's where the eclipse started. I looked at that puppy, and ever since then, I see in I see in frequency. School teachers and work. You know, more and more people are talking about the clone thing. I like Kijin because she looks at the earlobes and stuff like that. That's not even the same person. I love Kijin. She makes my goofy face smile. People that have money do anything. They go to any links. They do shit. So, Luna, come here. Everybody's squirrely. Come on. Come over here. Come on. Little girl. Little girl. Little girl. She's like, everything's weird and we just want to play. And little Tucker's not moving. Yeah, so I don't even know what's going on in the news. I don't even know where the world's at. I get Mary Seeley updates and she shows all the earthquake stuff and things like that. But yeah, people go to any links, and so there is no storyline that I hear that nothing really surprises me anymore. This was an interesting one. This was a crazy turn of events. These couple in Philadelphia were shoveling their snow, and they were putting in their snow. I don't know what the history of that was, but they were putting all their snow into the neighbor's yard, like across the street, not even next door, but across the street. That's ambitious. Anyway, the neighbor said, knock it off. He brought a gun out. Couple ends up dead. He goes inside before the freaking police officers show up. As they show up, he takes himself out, It's just, ever since people got these cell phones, these confounded cell phones, ever since everybody got one of these cell phones and they got real used to saying whatever they wanted, because they're hidden behind the veil of being anonymous. And they hide behind that, and then they go out in the world and then they do it. And then sometimes their things get carried away. People get carried away. People are getting carried away all over the place. I really try every day not to get carried away. I see how easy it is to do, especially when people don't have. It's not easy just having just me and Mom in the world. And there's a lot of people that it's just them. One day it'll just be me. Maybe one day it'll just be Mom. Who knows? It's weird, And I've lived all over the, better part of the, I've lived enough places to. I've been looking for my place my whole life. People. And it's always just me. It's always me. I'm always the common denominator as to why I can't make friends. Yeah. I know what it is. I know what it is about me that people don't like. I know I'm good in small doses. I know that. I know in real life I'm really intense. I know that. But I could see other people you know, that are like me, and they like to engage. So that's one of the reasons why I started this video, is to try and engage with people, because I don't know how to do it anymore. I mean, I go out, and you can't go out in the world anymore. It's so stupid. I don't even want to leave that because I don't want to wear it. I wear it where I had, like, at the grocery store, and but it's just not fun. It's not fun, and it's just so weird because they made us do this. They see brass officers, higher ranking. They're fucking nuts, dude. They're freaking so they're so disconnected from with how things really are, because everybody's always trying to tell them, paint a really pretty picture for them, or else you might piss off the brass and there'll be hell to pay, blah blah blah. And they used to make us do this, like, we had to work every month. We were doing exercises, and we were playing, like, pretending like with the one entry point. Only we had little pads that you could wipe and see if there was contaminants and stuff like that. Walking around in mop 4, mop 3, in 90, in freaking 100 plus degree weather with humidity in the Midwest for hours. You take off that gas mask and you just pour the water out because that's all your body fluids. They would never do it. They would not participate. You have to go to a chow hall. Like, everything was really inconvenient. And then those motherfuckers, they got out, they retired, and then went into freaking politics. Yeah, that's what they did. And then it's like, oh, we made them dance in the military. Let's make the whole world dance. And look at the world dance. World's just twirling around, dancing. They're stupid little. It's just the level of cognitive dissonance, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And to me, that's cognitive dissonance. When it's completely void of logic and it doesn't make sense, that's cognitive dissonance. And that's people that really want to believe in things, but the truth is beckoning. The whole world's been duped. But pro sportsmen, where they're wearing masks under their helmets, and they're still making their millions. Politicians, they're still making their millions. They just gave themselves a big old fat raise. It is so weird how much people want to be controlled, because they allow it. They allow it every day. At least I'm going to talk. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, but this is total bullshit. This is so stupid. I'm talking shit the whole way. You cry? Oh, hi, could be nothing. How are you? I was wondering how you were doing. I think about people that pop in and out every now and again. Yeah. Things are okay. Things are okay. Tucker's resting comfortably. You can't prevent everything. You can't. You can try, but you can't prevent everything. And he hurt his back. And now I hope he gets better, but I don't know. It's too soon to say. But I just love them all so much. And I'm just fearless because I'm powerless. I don't have any control. He might not get better. And then we have to look at quality of life. And that's not stuff I like doing. I've been doing the grown-up thing since I was a very, very young girl. I have a picture. I found some photo albums the other day, and I was washing dishes. I pulled a chair over, and I was standing on the chair because I was too short to reach a sink. And I have a white rat on my shoulder because the first animals we had were white rats, Indy and Pinky. And I was like 3-4 years old. I've always just been the worker bee, you know? And then it's just, and then people talk about getting emotional needs met and stuff like that. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What? And they're like, you have allowed to tell people, you know, what you want out of a relationship and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I did that. And my brother didn't talk to me. You know, it's just like, oh, doesn't matter what I try, I always end up in like solitary confinement, man. It is such a trip. It's like, what the hell is wrong with people like me that we can't make friends? I mean, really. If you ask the last lady that I read it from, she'd just tell you I was a, you know, she'd have all kind of reasons why, right? You know? But, ooh, the gematria effect is on. What freaking Zach, he gets on his tangents and he gets kind of redundant in his information because I know he knows his numbers. I want him to start doing predictive stuff. I want him to start predicting when these things are going to happen. When these rappers are going to kill. Like, okay, this is the next one. Next one's going to be this guy and here's the numbers, you know? It's just... The whole world got really, really wonky and crazy. I know I had an idea of how I wanted my life to go, and I assure you, I did not have a plan for any of this, you know? So, if there's people out there that feel alone, you know, sometimes people can feel alone in the middle of a busy, in a full room, you can feel alone, you know? Just don't do crazy things. I don't want people to do no crazy things. I'm so tired of people killing themselves, man. And I know it sucks. I know things suck. I know it sucks. And I know that if anybody that ever watches my videos ever feels like that, you email me. And then I'll give you my number, and then you can call me. Okay? Because the numbers of population isn't going up. You know? I mean, people aren't like hooking up and getting married and having babies and all that stuff. They're not doing that anymore. All that is slowed down. You know? And a lot of people can't have kids because all the shit they put in the food and stuff like that, you know? You know? So... And I'm not really stoked about the potentials that are coming up with the fiery energy, you know, with the fucking swinging dicks and stuff and all these fucking fools have atomic bombs and and they play because they're fucking fools. They're idiots. This country is being run by freaking imbeciles. Most of them, my bet is they're wet-brained, that they've been drunks and alcoholics for years and years and years. That's my bet. And that just is the worst. Because fucking being a drunk, I can attest that drunks suck. As much as we try and say we're going to do the things that we're going to do. And a lot of people are functioning drunks. That's cool. Good for them. I ain't one of them. And there's more of them that are like me than that are functioning. So, but I'm not drinking today. God, I wanted to drink so bad the last couple of weeks. Like, I was, like, looking at all the flavored booze and stuff like that. You don't do that, Marge. You know better than that. But I was like, where did they get all these flavors? I could make mixed drinks, and I could do this and that. And then I'm more of the same. So, play the tape through. I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to live a joyous... You know, and it's like, I've done videos for going on 4 years now. And I try to keep it positive. Life happens. Shit happens. And sometimes it happens to people more often than it does other. Because I see people, like, they ain't never seen a car wreck. They ain't never seen a bum on, like, how? How have they lived in these bubbles? And how have I lived being exposed to such darkness? Why? How can there be such a broad spectrum? You know, at least I believe in the freaking that family units exist and good families exist in the and mothers and daughters and fathers and sons and all that good stuff that that you see on TV that's supposed to come out, loving and all that stuff. I know that exists. See, most of the people they deny my existence because I tell them things that have happened to me, and it's more often than not, no, that doesn't happen. So essentially, my existence has been denied. And a lot of people like me. A lot of, not just me. I'm like a cockroach. If there's one, there's got to be 1,000 more. So stuff's gonna get it's just weird. Stuff is gonna get just weird. I hope people just really just talk it out. On the astrology hub this afternoon, whatever, I just needed a distraction. I wasn't really into the content about it. It's like Aquarius energy. It was with Stormy Grace, and I just wasn't, but I needed a distraction because I was trying to be present in the moment and not think about Tucker. and, and she was talking about, what was my takeaway? They had a good takeaway. Oh, about, Stormy wanted, what's her name, old girl, president, that lady started astrology, Amanda Poole Walsh, to do some teaching for her in some of her content that she's doing. Like, Stormy's putting together some teaching thing. And so, as much as Amanda wanted to do it, she knew that if she did, she would be putting all of her energy into that, and she had other commitments. However, she wanted to be supportive, so that's why they were doing their talk, Because I've done that a lot in my life. I've done a lot of things that I didn't want to do to please other people. And sometimes that bids resentment, You start thinking, well, why aren't they doing it back, Well, that's not the right reason to do good things for people, is so that for one day they'll be a favor back. That's not why you do stuff. Mom taught me a long time ago, you love somebody, you love them, it's your decision to love them. You don't get to just take that away. See, I had a lot of people just get mad at me and just take it away. That's how I got my military buried at one time, was so good, because I learned a long time ago that you just don't let. Mom also taught me that you don't let them see a sweat. Don't let them see that it bothers you. Evidently, clearly, I can't do that anymore. This is all, I swear, dude, I was never like this before they fucking shot me with those anthrax vaccines, man. I was never like this. Not that there's anything wrong with me, but it's just my emotions are just, ugh. And you know what? I know young men that have gone into like the military and stuff like that, and because that's where the guinea pigs. They just give it, give it to Mikey. He signed on a dotted line. He has no choice, It doesn't matter if he likes it or not, And they don't know what this stuff is, and a lot of times, you go to the VA. Well, it used to be. Now you can't go anywhere. You see people like freaking, like, that's all endocrine. That's all energy. That's all your circuitry. That's all your nerves. And so many people take pills, and then I got people on my Facebook feed that work for Big Pharma, have a big old huge house. They get to vacation all the time. And it's just like, it's just, I guess it depends on what you can stand to, what you can do, what you do, the links people do to take care of their families, right? All that stuff. I don't know. I think families would rather hang out with the people. Yeah. We're all the answer. We all got the answer. Because you're a pretty young guy, huh, Quincy? See, and that's cool that people are even talking about it. But I could be. Much love could be nothing. I call them plastics. I call them plastics. They're void of spirit. But you see them. You used to see them sitting in the pews at churches. So it's like when people say Christian, I'm like, I don't know what that means to you. Define that for me, please, because it means so many different things to different people. You know. I mean, how many people have done really gross stuff in the name of Christianity? So, you gotta, bear with me if I need more info, if I need more data. So, I just want people to know that energy is fluid and that when you feel bad or good, this too shall pass, Don't hang on to it. Don't hang on to it. Try to get some rest. I didn't eat much today. I didn't have an appetite. I'm like, oh, great. Here, we're back here again. I just don't deal with stress the way I used to. So do what you can to freaking plug into your support systems and always be there. Find the group of people that are there for you when times are tough. And then when times are tough, you got to be there for them. That's the thing. I think a lot of people forgot about that. Oh, friendships are a two-way street, And it helps having something to believe in. It helps believing in God. Weird kid praying. It does something. It keeps me from feeling bad and thinking freaking negative thoughts because I can do that. You're 27. That's cool. I just don't like the way the world. I don't want it to head the way it's looking like it's heading. But people have free will choice. People have so much free will to just turn it around. And you always got to hold out that hope that people are going to turn it around. So anyway, I didn't really want to come on. I got to be consistent. Like, I don't want to go on and just cry and freaking complain and moan and all that. I want to be the happy light worker that dances around and twirls and makes everybody feel good. But sometimes, being a Heyoka empath, man, that ain't the story of it. We do follow our own logic, though. We do. So there's a little snore from the little snorter tin. He's comfortable. I just don't do good. And then I'm like, then I don't sleep well at night because I'm hyper vigilant and all this stuff. It's just, I've been in this position before, and I'll be in it again. I just don't know what happened. Those stupid freaking anthrax shots. And now every time I look on the news, I see people like freaking endorsing shots and take it, this and that, and I've had my second. I'm like, dude, they store. I don't even know what else they put in it, but I know for a fact that they store it in formaldehyde. Because they store them all in formaldehyde. That shit is terrible, man. That's the thing. I have no idea what they put in I got the MSDS, the anthrax vaccine. It's just straight up poison. It's just like, we'll make this poison. We don't care what it does to them. If they die, then we don't have to pay for them anymore. That's pretty much what the VA's attitude is. Actually, the reality of it is, if we die, then we don't have to pay their little pensions anymore. As they make freaking, 6 figures, deciding who gets what and all this weird, crazy shit. The whole fucking military is a joke. To keep where's the threat? What's the threat? Is it UFOs, aliens now? Because I had my first off-world encounter when I was about 2 years old, so there ain't no threat there for me as far as I can see. Mom, too. Mom was there, too. Thought it was an airplane. It wasn't an airplane. So, anyway. Pretty much at this point, when it's like, feel the vibration of a being that you're around. Get their vibe, and either it's like everything they say, nothing is true, or everything they say is true. But there's a lot of people that say just a lot of shit all day long. They get paid a lot of money to say a lot of shit that just ain't true. And there's a lot of us that are like, we just tune it all out. We just don't participate. We're just not going to participate in your world because your world is a phony world and it's fake. And that's not what God intended. So maybe people will figure it out. Maybe they won't. Maybe we'll be living in freaking Terminator times, Mirrors of past. See, I think. Hi, Aaron. Oh, see, that's it. I've been locked down. I'm on like year 4. I've been. When I moved to Oregon, I couldn't get it. So I've been like, I've been locked down for more than a year. So. But and when I was in the VA, they gave me pills and it made me. There is more freaking stories about us veterans that have been fucked up intentionally because people intentionally gave us the products to get the pens and the little notepads and shit like that. Swag, whatever. Hell, I haven't seen a real doctor in 5 years. I got a PA. She was worthless. Who goes to school in Des Moines? Not even people in Des Moines go to school in Des Moines. That's the quality of care that we get. So, nothing that they've ever said was true. When I went to when I enlisted, the recruiter's like, don't judge, basic by the Air Force by basic. It's not the real Air Force. And then when I got to basic, they said the same thing about tech school. And then when I got orders to Offutt Air Force Base, they said the same thing because it was a high-profile base, so it doesn't run the way other bases do. And so it's just like, so it's all, it's all bullshit. It's all pony shows. Having freaking airmen go standing on the freaking flight line, for 2 hours waiting for a general to freaking take off so they can all wave and maybe he'll look out the window, but probably not. All I can see, everyone like, no, if you talk against the military and the guy, you're against this country. No, I'm for this land. I'm all for this country. I don't want people to hurt nobody or nothing like that neither. The thing of it is that the control freaks took it. And they did gross shit with it. And they lied and they cheated. And the liars and the cheats can't win. That ain't the godly way. So they can't win. But people have to step more to God to create that freaking high vibrational frequency to freaking thwart the evildoers. But people are making that choice because look at all the people making money right now. Look at all the buyouts and stuff like that. How can it go to some people and not to all? It's just so weird to me. And then I'm like, technology is shit because all the programmers are crap. Because technology is so convoluted. It's so saturated, dude. Look how many different operating systems there are now. And how many different versions. And how often people don't update their shit. So, we just got this big old frickin' bits and bytes soup. If your shit works, good for you. If it don't, I don't know. No emotions for a year. That's what they want, is they want people to not have emotions because there's no empathy there. There's no empathy with stoicism. And then what happens? Look at all the systems that make money when people are hurting. I think about how many people on this planet get paid for saying, we care. We care a lot. We care so much. We're really good at caring. And then they get paid a lot. And then people are, they care, give them money. And then people give them money. And then they buy more offices where they can hire more people that say, we care. We care a lot. It's so weird, Mom. What do you do with that? Did I put you to sleep again? Am I complaining too much? Nah, I had a rough day, Ma. Had a real rough day with Talk. He's okay, though. Anyway. So I think I'm going to get going. I didn't go to the grocery store today. And they don't have, this town is too small. They don't have like grocery shopping services and stuff like that. So I'm going to have to go. So we need to get some stuff. But the weather is starting to get warmer, and then that's just like, oh, I get so antsy. I want to go out and play. But I started to clean up the yard a little bit today because the snow. It didn't snow last night. It was windy. I didn't sleep a lot because it's the wind too. So I'm used to not sleeping. But it's crappy that for people that don't sleep. But what's cool is every now and again you get that one night where you get like 5 hours or 6 hours of just solid, and you're like, man, you're charged. That's some good sleep. So I don't. But I rest a lot during the day, like all, zone in and out and stuff like that. So anyway, I thank you, Aaron, for hanging out. Quincy, for hanging out, stopping through, engaging, having a little conversation with me. I guess I could be here to help if people decide that, because a lot of people are going. It's that new age, old age, new age shit that's going around, come back around. I've seen it several times in my lifetime, and promoting and endorsing, and it's just more of the same. The thing of it is, hey, Bebo girl, people are getting healthier, and people are detoxing, and people I actually give my cookies away to people that have a lot of pain. And good girl. And one gal, it's like she's on her last one, and she hasn't had the prescription for like 2 weeks, and I was like, well, maybe you're detoxing. You know what I mean? Like because I mean, was that the point of Big Pharma? I thought like a pill, you take it for a while, you get balanced out, and then you're done, right? But then they make people reliant on stuff. And so anyway, she's down to her last one. Maybe she's not going to start at that one up again if she feels so fit, so inclined. And other people are doing it too. They're really they're getting off the medications and stuff like that. And I follow on Facebook knives, forks over knives, and it's an app, and they have a lot of rad recipes, and people just changing their lifestyles and walking and exercising and losing weight naturally. That'll take you won't have to have knee replacements and shit like that. And I know people that are on like their third. I'm like, dude, you're like in your mid-50s. Keep the fucking spoon out of your mouth. Go walk around the block. It's all a business. There's no spirit in that. So I got distracted. My bad. How was rude. Anyway, I appreciate you coming through and hanging out. And Quincy, I think, is a good name. So we used to watch Quincy when I was a little girl. He was the first, as far as I'm concerned, he was the first forensics first forensic. I've always been trying to bust people out and figure out who people really are. Because when people are really, really good, I know their shadows are equally as dark when they portray that goodness. That's why I'm like, dude, my shadows, I'm Scorpio moon, dude. Don't ever think I'm not going to I'm not. No. Oh. I just don't believe in hurting people. I really don't. I don't believe in freaking hitting. I'm not a violent person. I seen too much of it when I was a little girl, and that ain't the way to go. If people can't talk it out, then maybe you guys just don't need to know each other no more. Just agree to disagree and be on your way, kind of a deal. So that's cool. 27. Aaron, you're like late 20s, early 30s, I think. That's what I would guess. You're all grown, married, kids for dogs, dogs for kids, stuff like that. And I haven't, yeah, it was a hard day all around. So, anyway, I will be back probably tomorrow because it's a new day. And,